We've been given the all clear for forward motion, so sit back and relax. We are all aboard.
Welcome aboard the Walt Disney World Railroad. We're about to take a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom, with stops along the way at Frontierland and Fantasyland. Sit tight. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs well inside the train. We're leaving Main Street Station right now, so wave it goodbye. But if you stay on board long enough, sooner or later, you'll be back.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
For an old conductor like me, there's no better place to ride the rails than the Magic Kingdom. By the way, we're traveling on pure steam power. This old locomotive is descended from the mighty trains that powered the golden age of steam. And just like me, it's a little old-fashioned. Now, where else can you travel from the charm of Main Street, U.S.A., the untamed jungles of Africa, Asia, and South America? At the Magic Kingdom, anything is possible, and we're headed straight to the heart of Adventureland. It can get pretty wild in these parts, especially if you run into Captain Jack Sparrow. He's hiding out among those scurrilous pirates of the Caribbean. But whether you're boarding a boat with the Jungle Cruise or flying on Aladdin's magic carpets, when you visit Adventureland, bring an extra dose of bravery. As for me, I'll stay safe and sound right here aboard my train, if you don't mind. West of the Magic Kingdom, Frontierland. This outpost is home to covered wagons, cowpokes, and country bears. And we've got our own mountain range of exciting adventures. You might catch a ride for a 50-foot drop straight down into the briar patch. Frontierland Station, everyone. So sit tight until we come to a complete stop. If you're disembarking here, please carry your strollers all the way off the platform before you unfold. That'll help make you passengers join us.
And I have given the words all clear. Once again, as we approach the station, please remain seated until we come to a full and complete stop.
A little bit farther, guys.
Please remain seated.
We have a clear for forward motions, everyone. Please sit back, relax, because we are all aboard.
Howdy, folks. If you're just joining us, welcome aboard the Walt Disney World Railroad. We're headed for Fantasyland and to Main Street, U.S.A. Everybody stay seated. Keep your hands and arms, feet and legs safely inside the train. And as always, keep an eye on your little ones.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
The American wilderness will pass by the dusty desert town. Haven't changed much since the days when settlers started heading west. Nowadays, the rails can carry us safely through the wild. Trips that used to take months can now be made in just a few weeks. There's plenty of deer, antelope, and elk that feed along the banks of the river. And naturally, plenty of early settlers decided to put down stakes and live here too. Of course, those early settlers weren't the first to make their home in this wild frontier. These native tribes lived hunting and trading for centuries before we ever came along. They were the first to tame the wild horse for the American plains, long before our big old iron horses started chugging through these parts. We're almost out of the woods, folks. We're coming up on the most magical of lands, Fantasyland, a place where any dream can come true. Fly over London with Peter Pan. Set sail on It's a Small World. Take a trip under the sea with the Little Mermaid. Be our guest at an enchanted feast in the Beast's Passage. Or journey into the Seven Dwarfs' Mine, where 1,000,000 diamonds shine. Whether you're a pixie, a princess, or just an everyday dreamer, there's always something special about Fantasyland. If you've been riding trains as long as this old-timer, you may remember the days when the circus would come to town on the local railway. Well, the circus is here, and it's set up permanent headquarters as the Fantasyland Storybook Circus. This is the place to fly high with young ladies, or join Goofy on the Barnstormer, a frolicking ride of circus acrobatics and coastal birds. This station is also your gateway to the rest of Fantasyland and Tomorrowland. Now, please wait until the train has come to a complete stop. Gather your belongings and carry your strollers away from the platform before you start unfolding them. That way we can start loading up for the next leg of our trip. For those of you just embarking, please watch us. Thanks for traveling with us on the Walt Disney World Railroad. Join us again real soon. If you're still aboard, our next stop is Main Street Station.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're now approaching Fantasyland Station. For your safety, continue to remain fully seated. Once we come to a complete stop, I'll say the two magical words of all clear to let you know safe exit. For your safety, folks, continue to remain seated until I tell you we're all clear. Almost there, folks. Please stay seated. A little bit pause as we go. We're all clear, folks. Now safe exit, ladies and gentlemen. To help me get this train going, we have a special guest conductor, Nathan. He's going to let us know we're ready to go.
All aboard!
Alright guys, sit back, relax. We are headed to Main Street because we are all aboard.
It looks like we're ready to embark on the next leg of our journey. Our destination is Main Street, U.S.A. Now, everyone stay seated and keep your hands and arms, feet and legs inside the train at all times. And please keep an eye on your children.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños.
Safe travel, too.
Looks like we're ready to embark on the next leg of our journey. Our destination is Main Street, U.S.A. Now, everyone stay seated and keep your hands and arms, feet and legs inside the train at all times. And please keep an eye on your children.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
some who say that this steam train is a little old-fashioned. For me, it's the only way to travel. Of course, there are those who prefer to hit the highway. On the right, you just might spot some pint-sized drivers taking their first spin behind the wheel of a car. Getting from place to place is a big deal in Tomorrowland, where you might board a people mover, zip around on the Astro Orbiter, or book a flight across the galaxy to our busy starport in Space Mountain. Tomorrowland is truly a world on the move. Like a whole lot of new neighbors have been migrating in from all corners of the Milky Way. There's that rascally Experiment 626, better known as Stitch, always up to his usual antics. Buzz Lightyear is scouting for a few good space rangers. Even the monsters of Monstropolis have taken a shine to Tomorrowland. I hear those monsters are pretty funny. They're sure funny looking. We've made a complete trip around the Magic Kingdom. For those of you who've been on board these past few days, if you're staying with us, we'll be headed for Frontierland next. Right now, please stay seated until our train comes to a complete stop. Then pick up your belongings and carefully step off the train. If you have strollers to unfold, please take them all the way beyond the platform so we can safely board passengers for the next leg of our journey. This is Main Street Station, Main Street, U.S.A.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're now pulling into Main Street Station. For your safety, continue to remain seated. Once we come to a complete stop, I'll say the two magical words that will all clear to let you know safe exit. Once again, folks, please continue to remain seated while I'll tell you when we are set to exit. A little bit farther to go, guys. Please stay seated. Still moving, guys. And we are now all clear. It is now safe to exit.